In this Star Wars Outlaws news update video, I will be sharing with you the patch notes of the Day 1 patch, plus we have new artwork of Hondo, who is coming to the game in a future DLC, and there is also so much to talk about, including an apology gift from Ubisoft for the launch issues and more. Before we do get into everything though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates on Star Wars Outlaws. And here's a quick message and giveaway from today's sponsor, Instant Gaming. With Star Wars Outlaws out right now, you can get it at a discount using the link down below in the description. Plus, they are doing a giveaway just for my viewers. Using the link down below in the description, you can win a game of your choice, including Star Wars Outlaws. This is your last day to enter. So after a few years of waiting, Star Wars Outlaws has finally arrived. It is officially out worldwide, and many people are playing the game. But the game has had a bunch of issues over the past few days during the early access period. Well, today, Massive have released a patch for the PC version of the game. It comes in at around 2 GB, and they've shared the patch notes with us. They're calling it a hotfix, and it's version 1.1.1, and this patch does include VRAM improvements, so players were noticing the VRAM usage would go up as you continue to play the game. There was some sort of leak going on here, and I can confirm it has significantly dropped. It's gone from about 13 GB it was using for me down to 6 to 7, which is a big improvement. That's basically half, and at least for me it's no longer going up as I continue to play the game. There is also overall stability improvements as well, so some people have had a bunch of crashes. I personally have not experienced these, but I do know a lot of people, specifically on Windows 11, have received a bunch of crashes when they've been playing the game, so hopefully this patch does make the game a lot more stable. The team do say that they thank us for continuing to share the feedback with us. We hear you, and we're working hard to make the Outer Rim the best it can be for you to explore. So this patch is specific to the PC, whilst the PS5 did get their patch a few days ago, and we do have a follow-up to the deleting save situation, which I mentioned in my previous video. As for Xbox, no patch has been released for Day 1 or the early access period at this moment in time. It's not going to happen at least today, and the rule of thumb in software is don't release updates on a weekend, so don't expect any updates on Saturday or Sunday. I'd expect something next week though. So as I just briefly mentioned in my previous video, I shared the patch notes for the 1.0.02 update for the PS5 version of the game. Those that did not receive that update and started playing without it have been asked by Ubisoft to start a new save. This is because there are progression blockers that they've found, because the game was started on an older version, which is not great at all. I've seen people say they are going to lose, 10 plus hours of progress. Ubisoft have reiterated an apology and have offered some compensation, but it isn't that much. It's as much, I guess, as they could probably give, but still. So they sent out another email to those affected on PS5 saying that they are giving you the in-game Trailblazer trinket as well as 100 Ubisoft Connect units to redeem for in-game rewards. So you can use this on various things, either for this game to unlock new cosmetics for this game or in other Ubisoft titles. The Trailblazer trinket was previously only exclusive to those that got the Twitch drop from Ubi Forward in June. Now this is being handed out to affected PS5 owners. Also, even though I said in my previous video it was specific for PS5 users, this whole saving issue, many people thought it was for Xbox and PC. I'll make it clear again. This is for PS5 only if you played on the old version of the game several days ago, before even the game came out. How you get your trinket is head on over to the Trailblazer when you've progressed through the story. There will be a moment where ND5 tells you about the delivery crate. Just head into the back of the Trailblazer, you'll see a crate, open it up, and the Trailblazer trinket will be waiting for you if you have been affected. This is what it looks like on both the speeder and inside the Trailblazer. It's available to be put in both of them. Now on to new artwork for the Season Pass. So I discovered this myself this morning, it just went live, and this comes as part of the release of the game because you can now purchase the Season Pass or the Ultimate Pack separately. I know people have been asking me, will you be able to purchase the Season Pass separately from the Ultimate or Gold Edition? The answer is yes. They said this many months ago, and as you can see, we now have the official price. It is £35 or $40. In that, you get 2 story expansions, plus a few cosmetics, including a Boba Fett themed one. You can also purchase the Ultimate Pack, as I mentioned, which does include a bunch of cosmetics, but personally I don't really think it's worth that cost. At least you know you're going to be able to get the DLC if you do enjoy the game when the DLCs do start to come out. But what I noticed is the Season Pass comes with this awesome artwork, this brand new artwork that has just been uploaded to the Ubisoft site this morning. So it shows Kate in the middle with Nyx, but to the left we have Lando because he is part of the first DLC, which is titled Wildcard, and Lando is going to be a big part of that story, and he'll also be working for the Empire, believe it or not. And on the right-hand side, we have artwork of Hondo, and this is the DLC most people are very much looking forward to. This is called A Pirate's Fortune, and Hondo will be joining us in the Trailblazer to find some treasure. Now, if we look in the background, that is not a planet that's in the game, I believe. The closest it could be is Tatooine. It's not Kajimi, it's not Tashara, it is not Akiva, it's not Canto Bight, it could be Tatooine, but look at the space around it. It's some sort of nebula-esque looking thing, it's got a lot of asteroids. I just don't think this is Tatooine. So maybe, just maybe, we will be getting a new planet in the second DLC. That will certainly make it worth it. In the first DLC, they did confirm it's not on a new planet, but rather set on a new spaceship. It's a big space station, it's a casino ship, and that's going to be interesting. Honestly, this artwork is so cool, and it's so great to see Hondo looking like this in a video game, and I can't wait to see how he is actually in the game. Next up, we have some great news, and it's about the soundtrack. The official soundtrack of the game has just been released today on launch day, so you can stream it on all your favourite streaming platforms, whatever it is, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever. It's available, it's out right now. It has 44 tracks that total 132 minutes, so if you've been enjoying this soundtrack, and I know a lot of people have been enjoying the main theme, the K-Vest theme, you're going to be wanting to play this. On top of that, they have also released Songs from the Underworld, which is a second album, which is 26 tracks long and comes in at 73 minutes. And this is all of the additional music, like the Cantina music. They did this with Jedi Survivor. They separated this from the main soundtrack. So if you like those sort of in-universe songs, then you're going to be very happy with this release. And that's available on all of your favourite places to stream music as well. I'm really glad that Disney have started taking video game music seriously. The past few Star Wars game releases have had their soundtrack release day and date with the game, no longer waiting years for it, because we had to wait years for the Battlefront 2015, Battlefront 2 and whatnot soundtracks. Starting with Jedi Survivor and then Hunters and now Outlaws, they have simply released the full soundtrack on platforms, day and date with the game, which is just great, and I'm glad for the composers because they deserve to have their music available, not just in the game. I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything I've talked about in this video, so please do let me know down in the comment section below. I will continue to be posting loads of Star Wars Outlaws videos, so please do subscribe so you don't miss any of them, and if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like. If you missed any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.